happen soon. It gets me going. It's that pure shock.
The way your face when you wake up, you're just like, oh god.
People were asking, like, was that staged? I was like, how could you possibly? I would be the greatest actor of all time if that was staged.
Don't give yourself too little credit.
The pure like fear in my eyes.
Yep. The best part, the only part that was planned is as soon as Slacks noticed it, he gave me the elbow and was just like, just whisper. Don't say anything to him. Don't wake him up. Let's see how long he'll stay asleep. Slacks was like ready to jump at the opportunity. But alas, folks, I digress. Welcome to game number 4 of this best of 5 series, the Betway Arena, King of the Hill, Dota 2, Moonduck Madness Extravaganza Extraordinaire. Let's see if the Nippers can do it. They are 1 win away from taking this. If Empire wins here, we'll be all tied up going to that 5th game. Betway, the proud partners that make this happen. Get over to betway.com. Put some euros in there and then bet on your favorite teams. It's also a good idea.
Help support NiP.
Get the giveaway. Get the giveaway.
If I say it louder, it might make you remember it more.
There's a jersey, and more importantly, the Arcana.
Betway.
Check it out.
So Earth Spirit, first pick here for Empire.
Yes, very good hero. They played it really well in game 1, despite going down in that game. It's definitely good for them.
Does that mean we get a Hani Slardar, or do they believe in the clockwork, perhaps again?
I don't know if they should believe in the clockwork after game 2. Or wait, what game was it?
I think that was
it was game 2.
It was the game that they lost.
Yeah.
They did not.
Oh, they're stealing that Rubik again for Insania. So this guy, we were talking about a little bit in between the games, or well, during the game that is, but. He has most pro games, okay, on Heroes. His second most played is Warlock at 8. His third is Dazzle at 5 games. His number 1 is Rubik at now 34 games.
Yeah.
So this guy has played some Rubik a couple times here. Very good. I was looking to praise him basically the whole game until he kind of goofed and wasn't there for that big fight at the end.
It's one mistake, Trent.
Come on. It was funny, though. It was really funny because I was like literally writing down on my notepad things I wanted to talk about. Like, he was always so patient when he was stealing spells in these moments where, like, it got a little bit dicey where it's like, okay, they might get away if he doesn't steal that LSA, but he really wanted Roar. So, like, at 13 minutes, he gets Roar. They can immediately smoke. They're getting aggressive. So just a very stand-up performance by him.
So, yes, I agree, Trent. Insania has been playing very well. I think it bodes towards his Dota 2 career. He's been training.
And finally you didn't want to cast with him.
Hey, well, that was 3 years ago, all right? We've both matured a lot since then. He wasn't very nice to me at the first DreamHack I went to after the old sniff incident.
Okay.
He was a little snooty towards me.
I see.
Not very empathetic.
Fair enough.
So
all right.
I don't forget, motherfuckers. You know?
Okay.
He's on the Dunzo list? Is that what I'm hearing?
A Dunzo list. Well, you know, at that time, it wasn't clear whether or not I'd come back triumphantly as talent. So there were a lot of people that were like, well, this guy's career's over. Let's just kick him in the nuts while he's down.
Little did they know.
And I'm not saying...
You have the upper hand now.
I'm not saying he went straight for the jubblies, but he wasn't really getting in the way to block the blows, if you know what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying here.
So, you know.
We're just getting more information about the game.
So you're just saying Flame Insania then. Okay.
It's a mixed bag. But I have a little update here. The Mighty Buka says he has updated the talent tree indicator. So now we will have the proper Lina talents and whatnot. If Rasta gets picked, you'll get to see all the new glory. So thank you, Buka, the god.
We did it.
So onward and upward here. Lifestealer, second pick for Team Empire.
No mag this time. They get banned. NiP decide they don't want to give it away. Or even play it for that matter. So we'll see what they want to go for offlaners. NiP have the Batrider. We talked about the clock. The last game they played Batrider with, they had the Clockwork, which didn't really work out. I do like the Stormband, though, for NiP, because that was the Lifestealer combination that really hurt them last time. So good Stormband. Tinker is available for NiP unless it gets banned here by Empire.
Pretty popular with the Batrider, too. That whole idea of just like global movement and stuff. Maybe boxing out the Batrider, hopping on in. Well, I guess you'll need at least in the earlier parts of the game, you'll need someone else to help you out with that in terms of like a Beastmaster Hawk style sort of an idea, but still big global presence.
What do you guys think of Nyx as a 5? Do you hate it as much as I do?
Against Batrider, I like it, or it's not terrible, I should say, because we saw it happen. I think it was actually in this in Betway. They picked it for Demon on Onyx, I believe. It was actually more of a 4.
I'd rather see it as a 3.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
In most situations. I would agree with Suns fan. I think 5 Nyx is really poopy. 4 can be okay, but it seems high risk, mid-tier reward.
I think, Trent, you and I were talking about the only way you see a Nyx support is when it's against something like a Batrider. I think we might have been talking about that.
Yeah, it's definitely way more value versus Invoker, Batrider, Darkseer, those kind of heroes.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not really expecting to see it, but they could still run it offlane for Empire for sure, right? Like, why not just run it as position 3 when the Nyx is there, when the Bat Rider's there, and you have a Lifestealer? So it makes a good infest vessel.
Yep. If there's a Tigger pick, does it come out here or does it come out 4th or 5th pick?
I think they're looking for their 4 probably here, and like the Slardar, I would guess. I had to pick a hero for Hani, but maybe they want. They could be considering things like, okay, like should we Bloodlust, and are we gonna look towards a Jug or something? Oh, it's actually gonna be a Shaker.
Oh,
this is cool.
This is not a hero that gets picked every day.
Now this is one way to deal with it. Oh, dude! Every pick is a revelation. Mahalo.
Bill.
Hey, Lena's
Sweet
still there,
Hawaiian
guys.
boy.
I wonder if she's going to get picked for literally the 4th time out of 4 games.
I would imagine, probably.
But I like Earthshaker against Lifestealer. You know, he goes magic immune, but you put that little wall down, similar to the Cogs. You know, you block him in, so can sometimes in the early game, like after the armlet comes out, it gives you some options against Lifestealer to at least save your friends.
I'm not sold on Earthshaker. That's an Invoker pick.
Okay. Whoa.
Weak roaming potential from the Earthshaker.
Okay, guys.
So
we're going to fucking see PL shit on Invoker mid. Come on.
why would you pick?
Then you go Ags.
PL.
Actually,
Just do it.
nah, it's
They
so
have
bad.
no-
I'm
they have-
sorry.
Can you imagine if he's right?
It's so good.
No.
He was
Okay.
he was
Fuck!
so excited to play PL the other night.
TA.
Dude, that was a bad game for PL.
Yeah,
Granted.
it was. And this guy goes Ags first, even though we
No.
won. But
No, Ags first is the play, though. I've experimented with both, and Ags first is definitely better than Diffusal first.
Damn,
I mean,
how
we
have
could've
they
just
not
won the
most
game though?
cases?
Like you gave them a window. There was no window with Diffusal. I'm just
You
saying.
think we would have
I'm
just
saying.
won? I don't think we win that fast with a PL. The problem is you don't pick PL
Yeah, we
as
would
a
have
1.
cemented enough though. Yeah, but
PL
we were
as a
so
1
far ahead because I was owning.
What are you
PL
guys
as a
arguing
1 is just an
about?
auto loss. Okay.
What is
You
happening?
have to play PL mid. I
They're
think
arguing
it's the
about
only
some
way.
shitty pub game where Suns fans fed on Phantom Lance. I don't know how that's relevant
like-
to
No,
anything.
I went like
What are we
12 and
talking
3. That's
about
not
here?
feeding. Come on.
He went bots, Ring of Aquila into straight Aghanim Scepter when we were like really.
No,
I
it
don't
was
know. I'm
greedy.
just
I
saying.
agree. It was
That-
greedy. That's not my
Oh.
typical build, mind you.
Anyway.
Yes, that sounds a little greedy. I'll be
Well, I
honest
think
with
we,
you.
Alright, but we won't be seeing PL because TA will be mid.
Yes.
I think
TA.
the Invoker, it was safe because there's a Shaker, right? So no one's rolling on you mid. There's no Earth Spirit. There's no Slardar. There's no Ogre. There's not even a Monkey King to just come up and punch you. So Invoker's like, sick, dude. My game's awesome.
Yep.
Like, we're going to throw this guy mid. So they send TA. Strong hero. Nice mid-game aggression. Try and create some space for the Shaker, perhaps.
I also want to give a shout out to my boy Gary B in Twitch chat right now. I got debated
Cast?
on April 1st, and I really thought that he was switching to Gary B, and I had a little mental meltdown of just like, Gareth, it's over for you. Gary B is not a great handle. Not great. I don't
thought he
think
was
anyone named Gary B is going to TI. Can you imagine that? And it's me and Gary B. Hello and welcome to the
man.
main stage. And then I looked at the date and went, I am fucking stupid. My God, I
Debated.
fell for it. You know what we should have done? Somebody posted on Reddit that we should have done a Blake Martinez gives up the Packers to go full-time casting.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
That would have been a freebie right
Would
there.
anybody believe that?
No, but still.
But it's still funny.
It is-
Yeah, we
yeah.
get some
One
stupid
person might.
quotes.
As long as you fool one person, it's worth it.
It's
I mean, if
worth
someone
it.
believed that he was going to change his handle to Gary B.
I mean, I believe
Can you just
know?
imagine being in that Reddit thread and just being like, "Oh, Blake Martinez changed his name," and one or is going to Moonduck. What? That one guy's like, "What?" And then you just like that one guy. You reply to him, "Debated, idiot."
I
Gotcha.
want to do like a barbershop quartet, like Andy C here, and I'm Gary B coming at you. Billy Mays here. Oh
Man.
God, sorry,
Check out this,
Gareth.
Andy C. Please
This
don't ever
NiP
change
man.
your name to that ever.
Andy C.
If you change your name to that, I'm done. That's it.
I'm gonna make my Twitch IRL account, Andy C. I'm coming for you, Andy Milanakis.
Twitch.tv/Andy_C.
All right, Darkseer, 5th ban here from NiP. Empire looking to ban out a safe laner of some sort. What do they want for Era this game? That is the question.
Troll.
Okay,
All right.
I like Troll.
Yeah, that would help a lot with the burst and lasso and stuff.
What if it's a?
And he can
They
man
already
fight
have TA, which is
Lifestealer.
nice, but
It's great against Lifestealer.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do here.
You know what's great, and it's an era classic from days of old, even though they're not going to
Clark?
pick
Tiny?
it. It's Tiny.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say that.
Tiny.
We're
I
on,
love Tiny.
we're on the same wavelength here, Shannon.
Era is such a god tier Tiny.
He is. He's like
Ursa,
one of the
that's
few people
another
that
good
plays it
burst
safely
hero.
still.
Yeah. Ursa, yeah, can also man up against the Lifestealer.
Yeah, I like that a lot actually.
That's
I
smart.
feel like
ban.
Ursa gets dumped on by Invoker, though, mid-game. Mid to late game.
Yeah.
I think it's also scary picking Ursa into a Slardar. it's just a lot of right-click damage.
I think this
Say
pick's
that.
very
Personally-
exciting for Empire, just because like NiP banned a Darkseer just thinking that they might go mega greedy and like try and leave this Lifestealer mostly alone up against the Bat Rider, and then Earth Spirit roams and Slider does a lot of roaming too, and then there would have been this Darkseer and they'd be pressuring down bottom. Like that's some pretty spooky stuff. I kind of feel like they're just gonna pick a 5 though, and just do the Slider off lane.
Hey, well,
All right, the Raptor.
off lane Slardizzle.
Great against Bat Rider. Also not bad against Earthshaker. It makes him have to be very cautious about the blink echoes in the mid game. If Static Storm comes down in the middle of
Yeah,
the fight.
Jug is still there actually.
And
Okay.
there it is.
That
How is he
Juggernaut.
still there?
I don't know.
Second, fifth. Jesus.
That's
I mean,
value
he's
bet. Like
maybe
that.
not fantastic versus the. I would rather face a Jug than an Ursa if I'm Lifestealer. So, like, you have to use Omni Slash to partner up with Lasso, so you need both skills available. Whereas if you're Ursa, you just like smoke with 2 heroes, blink Lasso, and someone's just dead from overpower. So it seems a little stronger to have Ursa than Jug.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how I feel about this Earthshaker pick. I'm not sure about it right now.
It
You don't
either
think he's
wins
gonna
you
go
or loses
totally
you the
Nectar?
game, right? It's
I
just
don't
one
think
of those
it's going to
picks.
be the same as the Monkey King pick last game. I don't think it's quite going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
His early game impact does look difficult.
Well, he can't get 9 kills that early. I'm pretty sure.
He'll
Yeah.
block
that's
the wave for the
definitely
Bat
not
Rider
an
though, which will help him. So like get it closer to the tower, so he gets a little bit of an easier start for the Bat Rider, considering he's against kind of a shit matchup in the Lifestealer again.
Yeah.
Same scenario for him.
I think the Empire draft's a little more conventional, and for NiP to win this, they'll have to out-execute. So not impossible, but it's really going to come down to execution. By no means do they have an out-draft here.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think they're going to do
I
it,
actually
though.
think it is a bit of an outdraft by Empire.
I'm going
Again.
3-1.
Yeah.
I think NiP's going to do it, Trent.
I think we're going to game
Nope.
5. I
Sounds
think we're
fair.
Slider
going
Lifestealer. Like, how do you
Empire.
get Slider
I go
Lifestealer that
Empire.
late?
Suns fan?
Empire.
Empire.
All right.
Oh, my.
You are alone.
Well,
buddy.
What? No, I said Empire.
no, we're split.
are you?
2-2. Wait, you're on
Yeah.
the NiP side, Mott?
No, I'm on the Empire side. I think we're going to game
Oh,
5.
Andrew's alone.
I'm
yeah, that's
alone.
what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
said I'm
sorry,
saying Andrew's
sorry,
alone.
friend.
I'm the lone gunman.
How
folks.
dare you question me, Trent?
How? dare
Okay,
you.
well, we
Don't
can
worry,
hand
then
it
you
over to the
it's a
casters, but we're
pause.
stuck in a pause anyway, so we'll continue blathering.
Let's talk
on, I
about
suppose.
Arcanas. Juggernaut doesn't have one.
I'm gonna be, who brought
Oh
that
my
comment?
god, that is a fucking hideous set.
Oh, with the jug set?
Okay, what set
Yeah.
is it? Let's take a look.
It's the helmet. It's just a bunch of random items, I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, I can't
oh,
talk too
Exiled
much.
Ronin.
This is probably one that came out
Oh, wow.
in the
Jug
first
looks like
year.
a samurai like every other Jug set ever? Wow.
But guys, he's got Fortune's
Damn,
Tout.
got
That's
him.
what really matters here.
He's got the little cat. He's going full weeb. It's great.
Scary face.
Everybody hates that fucking cat.
I
so
love that
much.
cat. Get out of here.
Everyone I
The
talk to.
noise was very weird.
I like the
when we were
noise.
First casting. it.
I do love the cat, but
I'm a big
I
weeb,
feel
though.
very
so.
partial to our Buddha,
Mhm.
Jug Buddha. Healing ward.
I
Very
still
cuddly.
to this day, I think the biggest winner in all of cosmetics is Vici Gaming.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
The
The
Tusk
logos
sigil-
Oh, the Tusk sigil?
The Tusk
They
sigil.
owned that,
logos.
dude.
It is
Three.
100% just their logo and a little bit of
How
a
did they
glowy
get away?
effect.
How did they get away with
Has
that?
anyone seen this Radiant Courier? It's just a baboon. Look at that.
Yeah, I
ass.
have that. I have that with a green trail.
All right, you assholes. We're handing it over to the casters. Annie and Brax, please save us.
I don't want to work for you guys anymore. Well, we are on to game number 4 of the Betway show match. It is already craziness here at Moonduck Studios, and this draft is going to be amplifying that. Brax, what do you make of this?
I think NiP are looking at their lineup right now and they're thinking, God damn it, I wish we didn't have an Earthshaker. Wish it was
Did he?
Slaughter.
Did he just crush, like, as the Blade Fury was... Okay. Ghost Stick going to be not getting the most efficiency out of that.
Yep, Shaker's coming in though. See what he can do.
Sunstrike. It went towards Insania, but he dodged it handily. So, yeah, just starting things off pretty typical. No one crossing the river. No one getting too feisty. I mean, again, back to the question we asked in the first game. Are there any lanes that are just going to be totally outclassed? Like anything you just have to kind of hand over and be done with?
NiP's top lane definitely has zero pressure at all. Again, it's the shit matchup. Bat Rider against Lifestealer. Lifestealer can honestly solo the lane and be totally fine. Even with like people coming to gank, he has like no real threat of dying there. I don't really see what Shaker can do in this sort of a game. Mid's TA, kind of a passive hero that's good at laning, not really super high kill potential until like level 6. He's probably just gonna like defend lanes and stuff, but TA is like okay even against the Earth Spirit roam. Bat Rider can't do anything anyway, so I don't know what he's gonna do there. And he can like kind of just run around, do his thing, live life, do whatever he does.
That's getting deep, man. I hope he gets that much freedom. It looks like he is making his way up towards mid, and well, he's definitely going to be needed there as TA already taken some damage, picked up that first point in side blades, which is pretty standard nowadays, and that means just doesn't have the refraction to work with. So, FN already starting things off well here. 3 last hits, and no one else has any. So Invoker, he's feeling nice here. Do you expect Invoker to pretty handily win the lane, or can TA actually bring this back when she gets a couple of levels?
TA is definitely very strong against Invoker in lane. It's just when Invoker gets help in the early stages, he can definitely do better than TA, but the lane should pretty much get evened out here. Hani has given Miposhka the old right click here.
Yeah, they've just been beeping each other. He blasted a fissure on him earlier too, just really keeping him in check. Down bottom, it's going to be Quakeva versus Ghostic, Slardar versus Jug, and yeah, I mean, these guys can just kind of keep battling it out in each other, pretty evenly matched, and Jug will be farming pretty well, but I don't think Ghostic will be totally forced out.
Yeah, he'll be able to get experience in some farm. Rubik's not the greatest hero at zoning off laners, especially Slardar, who can get out of the spin. He's got boots first to avoid the damage as well. And thanks to Juggernaut's nifty 5 movement speed nerf, whew, can't catch him.
Up in this top lane, like you mentioned, Batrider doing pretty much nothing to slow down Chappie's free farm, and he's just going to keep that going. Over here in the jungle, we got Earth Spirit playing around, trying to force out some spells, but rolling to freedom is Insania, caught by a crush, but Ghostic, again, could be in trouble here. Doesn't have that crush up. They fissure him, and, well, they'll just give him the old 1-2 punch, but let him off with a warning.
Trixie up top, going for the solo kill on King R. Oh, yeah. Alright, backs off there.
No, he's just letting him burn, toasting him up. Going for a pull here.
He sees he has the TP scroll, so he's not actually going to be able to get the solo kill. But Trixie's actually doing a lot better than I thought he would. It's a lane where like you can farm and everything, but you never can really kill the Nyx or pressure him. But he's doing very well. He's got the waves getting to level 3.
Yep, definitely leveling better than the Batrider versus Lifestealer that we saw earlier today.
Yeah.
Mid lane. Looks like Era having an easier time up against our Invoker once he actually has the refraction up. Still only 1 point in side blades, but it's doing enough. They're getting her ass off, so relatively even. And again, now that there's no support helping out Invoker, TA can actually farm. Man, Earthshaker and Earth Spirit have just been at each other's throats all game.
They're kind of having their own like standoff, you know, where they only fight each other. They're both just level 1.
Yeah. It's a real battle of the earth there. So,
yep.
Everyone just farming, no first blood yet. Very calm, patient game. Ninjas and Pajamas, if they secure this game, they secure the entire series, and they're going to be the Betway King of the Hill current champions. But Empire, still feeling good.
Yep, I just wanted to mention Trixie. He's actually doing very well. He managed to pull the wave, then he farmed the jungle. He's already level 4, 3.5 minutes. Very nice start for him. Then he's going to go back up the top lane and realize, man, my life blows. I don't want to be here. Down bottom, though, Ghostic getting lifted.
Slardar, he's just going to try to go for the TP out. They need just a little bit more damage, but no, he makes it back to the well. And there's nothing they can do about it. He's just going to sit there and regen up, and man, that was really cutting it close.
Yep, makes it out. Barely any health at all.
Haste Rune scouted out and picked up by Earth Spirit, so he's just going to keep charging about, but really just a calm laning phase. Everyone focusing on farm far more than rotations and kills. Because, you know, with an Invoker and TA, you just kind of want to sit back and soak all the farm you can possibly get. Now, things getting feistier around mid. We got 3 Dire Heroes in the area. TA has a refraction, but is she even going to get to use it? It looks like she pops it off, but it's immediately gobbled through, and King R will secure first blood here, so nice gold going to supports early on, and this lane's feeling a little bit easier for the Dire.
Yep, nice play from Empire. Good gank with the haste rune there. It's, I mean, Shaker can't even save him, you know, when he gets kicked back like that, he's just done.
It's poor TA. She just has to play pretty safe there. Can't get too crazy. Only 2 points in the refraction, and there's a lot to cut through it. So, back to farming. No one getting too wound up over that. The 2 Empire supports going to be smoking up and potentially going for another kill.
All right, round 2.
Yep, they're going right back in. This time Refraction's out ahead of the charge, so gotta play this one smart. Gotta wait till she overcommits, and now she's just gonna be walking away as the roll is off the mark. King R gonna be glimpsing her back in. They get the kinetic field on top of the cold snap. Refraction now gone, and there's no one there that can help her. There will be a TP in from the Rubik, but seems like TA is a strong, independent woman that can handle this, and she's gonna go find herself a kill. Rubik takes credit for that one, but the crush follow-up as Ghost Stick moves forward. There will be a fissure to trap him under tower. He's eaten a couple of shots and a couple more hits, and he will be going down. They need one more, but he turns and crushes. Now Batrider's gonna light him up, and that'll be that. Still, a lot of participation from pretty much everyone on the map. It will result in TA going down for 2.
Oh, now she's gonna make the long walk of shame. That TP nerf, her TP's still on cooldown actually, so she's just running right down mid lane again.
Yeah, she'll make it
Unfortunate.
back. Hani able to soak a little bit of XP off of this, and still waiting for his level 3. He's pretty solid 2.5 right now, so definitely eager to get some more levels up. TA, I mean, she's right back in it. She's just continuing to farm away mid, continuing to hold where she's at. Maybe requesting a ward for some high ground vision there so she doesn't get ganked in the exact same way again. Looks like this time there is going to be a double damage Batrider ready to go forward, but as he casts the Firefly, he doesn't have enough mana for the lasso, so he's going to have to back off.
Attempting the old no blink dagger gank, the old run at you strategy.
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
the most effective.
It's bold. It did the job, forced Invoker back, but they do not actually get the lasso, so. Yep, just TA being able to push across the river. And we're going to have a little pause here. So, in terms of laning momentum, we're at 7 minutes in. Overall, last hits is going to be definitely in favor of our Lifestealer, who's just been having a totally free time as Batrider's been hopping around. What are you guys giggling about?
Your face.
Wow, Mott. Oh, now I'm sad. Anyway, Chappie gonna be also our net worth leader as he has no kills, no kill participation, but just total free farm on a Lifestealer, and I mean that's really all a Lifestealer needs is just a couple of minutes to himself to get his kit online, working towards that armlet after his phase boots, and that's he's gonna be ready to roam in 6, 7, 8 minutes, and then the ganks just aren't gonna stop once you start those Lifestealer bombs. Well, they're going to get nasty. Mid lane, we've got FN hopping into that ghost form. They pop a psionic trap on him, but no vision means no kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yep, I just, I don't know, I'm watching Shaker. I don't know what he can do in this game.
I mean, the Fissures have been alright. He's trapped Earth Spirit a couple of times. He can break up a fight, but yeah, it's one thing to have it like versus a Meepo, but the fights aren't going to be that clumpy. Ooh. Down bottom, Koikva just lets loose the Omni Slash and gets a quick pick on a Earth Spirit. Nothing too crazy there.
Yep, Invis room picked up by Disruptor up top. Maybe he'll set up a gank near mid lane.
Yep, he's only level 4, so definitely no threat of a Static Storm gank. But just keep an eye, runs right past the courier, so they know something's been moving towards the mid lane. He's just continuing his routes. He's got a deep ward that he can plant if he wants to. So again,
Alright, so one thing NiP have going for them is Trixie's Batrider doing very, very well. He'll have Blink Dagger at like 11 minutes this game, which is very ideal. It's one of those heroes that can get his timing even when he has like a complete garbage lane. So that's nice, at least. He's going to have it much, much faster than Starter does. Starter is still 2,000 gold away from his Blink Dagger, even after his Tranquils and everything.
Man, look at King R's positioning here while Era's taking the Ancients, just very calmly soaking.
Yep, it's the dream.
Trixie.
Alright, Chappie has got his armlet up now too, so he's extremely hard to deal with right now.
Yeah, already doing some quick work on this tower. Man, Chappie's just chasing after this Batrider who has 1,800 gold saved for his blink. Chappie, though, maybe a little bit deep, pops into this range creep, and I'll just wait until it pushes it out. There is going to be a return initiation onto Miposhka. The Earth Spirit casts out a boulder, trying to preserve his life. He's running, and he's fast. With that roll, he will make it up to the high ground and back to safety. Definitely not panicking there. And yeah. Templar Assassin flying in some goodies. It will just be a bottle and the rest of her power treads, so getting some more stats online, feeling good. In contrast, our Invoker has his full Midas already.
They're making a good use of the map. TA's farming jungle, taking ancients and everything, giving mid lane to Rubik. Just trying to be efficient across the map.
Another close call on that TP from Slardar, but he just keeps getting lucky with him. Just immediate, you know, no hesitation. They know Koikva can't stun him. They know Koikva's alone, so just hop straight into that TP and hope the damage isn't too much.
Alright, so Nyx actually ports down to the bottom lane to defend the tower and pressure the Juggernaut. Juggernaut doesn't really want to stay in the lane against Nyx, but it looks like Lifestealer's going to go try to pair up with someone for an Infest Bomb here. Or maybe just farm the jungle a bit. His ideal bomb target is the Earth Spirit for now, or his Taxi. He's just kind of off doing his own thing, getting experience right now. No big deal. Smoke up from NiP here.
Yeah, if they could find the Lifestealer, that'd be neat, and they are going to ping him out, but that's not really the target they'd like to go for. They want someone just a little easier to lock down. Especially with Koikva having that Omni Slash, you just want to be able to let it roar, and looks like they're just going to drop a Fissure.
Oh no.
And, well...
when ganks go wrong.
Yep, that was maybe not the best use of the Earthshaker there. That was just a little bit of, hey, we're over here, and then we walk away. But no one dies.
Well, they got what they came for. They got the Observer.
Oh, mid
Last
lane.
one to mid.
Yeah, Templar Assassin really laying in there, but yeah, they got the vision they need. That was very, very close if Batrider hadn't been laying his fire where he was. Either way, Invoker dead for 30 seconds, and Era gets a chance to slap onto this tower. But may end up being in some trouble there. He gets glimpse back, Refraction, gobbled through in an instant, and she will hit the deck. So both mids go down. And top lane, we got Insania going, trying to get the better of this Earth Spirit. Just trying to kick through trees and find him out. And they've got 3 heroes now on the search. Hani goes the wrong way through the shrubbery.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the Fissure misses as well. Finally, they get him locked down with the telekinesis. He's standing in the fire. He finally dies, but that was altogether wild goose chase. And King R just going to be TPing out. There is an Omni Slash, but not having quite enough damage there at level 1. Koikva has to let him live.
Nice play from Earth Spirit there. He rolled in, got the tower last hit and everything. He did die, but space created and everything. Not too shabby at all.
Chappie just walking straight up to Hani like it's nothing. Invoker Sunstrike not even needed. As Chappie trying to go for a twofer here. Insania definitely making his way through the trees. Trying to juke and jive, and it looks like Lifestealer way more focused on farm now than small Rubik kills, so we will be able to go and TP out. Meanwhile, mid lane, Era getting surrounded upon here. There's going to be the Psionic Trap to scout out King R on the high ground, and Era able to really read into that gank and predict it.
Yep, Trixie does have the last one now, so maybe they'll be looking to make a move. Also has a smoke on him.
Yeah, wants to debut that blink in a triumphant fashion as opposed to his previous attempts to just kind of walk up and lasso you. Not as fancy. Lifestealer TPing down to the bottom shrine, hops right inside the Earth Spirit, and they're ready to get mobile. They'd love to be able to jump Koikva. Difficult to lock down, but really high value if they can get him.
Yep, they hit the scan, so they know he's there near the lane as well.
Batrider's going to be going in. Looks like they're going to get the old 1-2. Glimpse back on the Batrider. Their target might be getting away. They've still got King R with his full combo aside from Glimpse. Kinetic Field, Static Storm at the ready, but looks like Juggernaut going to be playing this one super safe, and Batrider just going to be going trying to farm neutrals in the meantime. There's going to be the roll in, but Batrider blinks away. They force out the Infest, and Chappie still chasing after him. Go for the glimpse, and this time they will get it. I think Batrider is super duper dead here. As Dire finally find some blood.
Yep, nice use of the glimpse there. Disruptive pick paying off. Oh, he was in a dangerous spot.
You are a little far in there. Walking over 2 psionic traps and some vision, just gets completely bursted, but of course better Miposhka than pretty much anyone else.
Yep, he thought he was safe there. He has wards on the shrine. There's no one nearby. But these nifty TA traps, giving the vision of him walking in. This game is in a weird state right now. It's like Empire is super aggressive even without the starter Blink Dagger. Now they're about to get it too. Just isn't going to stop there. Is infested with the Blink Dagger already looking. Oh, Koikfa, this is pretty dangerous, buddy.
He's spinning. He's okay. Okay, now that the spin's about to end, he's in a lot of trouble there. Sunstrike going to be coming in as, wow, that is just an easy kill for FN, who has been farming really well, about, you know, 2/3 of the way towards that Aghanim Scepter. That is going to be well timed for him. He should have it pre-20 minutes if all goes according to plan, and he'll be ready to just start rotating with those Infest Bombs, scoring even more kills. I mean, this Invoker is farming very well. Roll in. They are able to stun this TA, and looks like TA probably going to hit the dust. She's got a melt. She's got refraction now, but it can only buy her so much time. Maybe enough to score a kill on the Earth Spirit, but unfortunately just slightly out of range.
Yeah, very nice setup from the Earth Spirit again.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Nice
attack.
Stealer, very close to his full deso. And yeah, he's just really easily able to keep control of this top lane, not sacrificing any territory. Down bottom, Juggernaut's doing some good work, but
Dire's bottom
is it
tower is under
enough here? They're gonna smoke up
Radiant's middle
Radiant,
tower is under attack.
walking right over that ward. Or rune, sorry. Not gonna take it, not gonna give that information to the Dire.
Yep, it looks like they won't find anything. They also don't have any wards to place, so they're not going to be able to establish vision in that area. Chappie on the lifesteal looks exactly like he did his previous game, where he was just totally in control. Nothing can really mess with him at all. Just, he can go anywhere with any of his heroes and just kill pretty much anyone, again.
Yep, and it seems like he potentially could be the victim of a gank here, but they're just gonna turn north a bit too soon. Courier.
Alright, Trixie right-clicks the courier 5 times and gets the courier kill.
Yep. Well, they got that, but is it going to cost them there? Trixie going forward, gets that flame break straight into the lasso. This Earth Spirit is at their mercy now, and Miposhka goes down. 2 TPs in here as Ghost Stick now has the Infest Bomb in him. Ready to show off his Blink Dagger, but gonna have another quick pause. Gotta just keep this game nice and chunky. Oops. Alright. F9 was not the button he was looking for, apparently. And now the rest of the Radiant, they're totally grouped up here. There's going to be that scan from the Dire, so they know that someone's hanging around the Roche pit. I mean, TA with the Desolator takes it very quickly, and Trixie trying to zone here, hopping up to the cliff, trying to see if there's any movement coming in. But the smoked up Slardar Infest Bomb is so scary. Gonna get hit by the Psionic Trap, clipped by the Fissure as well. Now Ghostic in some trouble. Era able to get the Aegis, and they're just gonna kill the Earth Spirit. Not the initiation that Empire were looking for.
Yeah, nice positioning from Batrider there, breaking the smoke, and the Fissure followed up too to stop the initiation. That's just what they need to get this game rolling in their favor now. Aegis on TA, pretty hard to deal with now.
Yeah, she's had a lot of time just to sit back and farm, and getting close to her Blink as well. Needs 1,200 more gold, and she's well on the way. Now Ghostic just going to be going for a quick pick onto Koikfa, but they're not able to get him. And this will be Empire just backing off. So 8-8 is our kill score. Overall net worth slightly in favor of Empire, but really nothing significant. The Aegis on Ninjas and Pajamas is going to be a lot more telling of the pace of the game. If we're able to go and push the TA forward and find something off the back of this, great. But if not, she's still doing okay.
Yeah, Hani's actually closing in on his Blink Dagger pretty soon. He's at 1,700 gold now. Pretty good.
Are you maintaining your opinion of the Earthshaker in terms of...
Well, I mean... Alright, so... Fissure's a great spell and everything, right? But until you have Blink Dagger, like that's like the only spell he can actually cast reliably. When he gets Blink Dagger, he turns into a whole new hero.
Well, we'll see. Hani the Beast. I'm ready to see it. And, I mean, Miposhka's had some interesting plays in the Earth Spirit. Lots of good setups, but a couple of just kind of rolls into death. A little bit too bold there. His team's not quite ready to be big enough to back him up. Up top, good push coming in. Era looking to get the most out of this Aegis, and... Well, shreds this tower. Just has to wait for the Fortify to spell out, and that's going to be it.
Yep, free tower for them.
Dire's top
So, Lifestealer against TA is kind of strange. TA dumps on Lifestealer for a large part of the game, but once Lifestealer starts getting his defensive talents, he gets 15% evasion at 20, 15 armor at 25, along with another defensive item like the AC. That's when he really starts to shine against TA. He can pretty much tank through all of his damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's getting tense. I feel like Empire, they got to do something soon because Tia is starting to really ball. She's still got some good time left in her Aegis. She's starting to lay into this tier 2, and I mean Dire, they're just kind of letting it happen. They can't fight just yet. Chappie working on that AC, and all right, tier 2 gonna be going down.
Yeah, they're hoping that NiP come back to defend their towers, and they're already set up to go on the first person who TPs into them to defend. And they'll have to trade through that because they don't want to fight them directly underneath their own tower. They know that it's not going to be favorable for them.
Well, they're going to be trading for a tier 1 there. Batrider potentially posturing for a lasso, but yeah, it's a little too scary to jump in alone. Needs some cores there. Koikva on our Juggernaut. Again, we haven't talked too much about him, but he's just quietly farming up the storm. He's got his Manta style. He's going to be 4th on the net worth chart, but there's not a huge difference between him and the TA. So, I mean, how much of a problem can this Jug really be, or do Empire have the tools to deal with it?
Farm Jug is definitely very difficult to deal with, however. Empire are ready for this.
Oh, wow, okay. That was NiP just kind of outplaying them. They will, unfortunately, lose their Jug in the end there. Insania crawling through the trees. Chappie gonna be TPing out as the rest of the Radiant team come in there. So Jug for a Slardar. It looked good at first, but they aren't able to escape with everyone in tow.
Yep, meanwhile, FN is pushing the bottom tower.
Yeah, very quickly, in
tower
fact.
Space created. Invoker's been extremely quiet this game, pretty much avoiding every fight possible, but of course he's doing his thing, sitting at the top of the network charts, contributing to team fights with Sunstrikes and pushing the side lanes, hitting towers.
Yeah, he just picks up his Boots of Travels on top of his Ag's Blink Midas at 22 minutes, so definitely no slacker there. Top lane, we have a lot of damage being done. Our first Echo Slam going to be going towards the way of another Slardar kill, so they've killed him twice in a row, but not really able to convert that into structures just yet.
Yep, Earthshaker's getting closer to that level 20, that sweet spot where he gets plus 40 echo damage. That's an extra, like, 2.5 levels of damage to his Echo Slam.
His inventory just feels really empty. Like, I know the Blink is super value, but it just feels like he's sitting on nothing now. Aegis gonna be reclaimed. Our TA maybe has to play a little safer now. And it's gonna be a pretty long Roche respawn.
Yep, big pick on the Lifestealer though. It'll definitely open up this mid tier 2 for them.
And looks like they're just trying to push in. They have that T2 open, and that's exactly what they want to take. But down bottom, and Dire, they're just keeping their eyes set on the prize here, similar to what we saw last game, where they just want to tunnel towards that bottom lane, take every opportunity to sneak a lane of racks and delay the game and wait it out. But, man, this TA works on towers so quickly. Just a couple of seconds alone, and well, it's going to be hers.
Yep, she has the full BKB pretty much if she wants to buy that now.
That's going to help her out a lot, especially against this Invoker who's going to get pretty nasty.
Yep, this is what a lot of teams don't do when they're in this kind of position where it's like, well, we need to fight them, but it's hard for us to like get the initiation off. We don't know where they have wards, but Trixie has a gem on his Batrider now. Very good for this.
Oh, okay. Trixie going in. I mean, he's got the gem. He's able to cliff King R. And, well, Hani goes and puts himself up there as well. They kill the Disruptor, and Ghost Stick's not looking like he's getting out of here. He blinks, but Batrider hot on his heels. They get the crush, but there's 5 Radiant heroes after this Slardar. His TP's still on cooldown for 7 seconds. Is he actually going to get out of here? Wow, Ghost Stick is too fast with that sprint and blink.
How often does that happen? He blinks on top of those 2 heroes. Both of them freak out and, like...
They don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, Disruptor didn't get a single spell off. Slaughter didn't hit the crush, and then he like auto-attacked like 3 times and then 4-staffed when the crush was coming out. Breaking ankles.
They were just so not expecting that they were just like jaw open, dumbfounded when it happened, and they couldn't react. So Slardar at least doesn't go down. Disruptor's respawn timer is super low, so he's already back up with his full combo ready. But again, this tier 2 tower taking so much damage, and seems like Empire just gonna let that slide. They've got good control over the Roche pit here. Still gonna be, you know, 4 minutes till it comes up, so.
My Empire not ready for this at all. They're gonna have to chain TP to defend this lane.
Yep. Tornado comes out, just clearing out a creep wave as Ninjas and Pajamas are more than happy to force out a couple of TPs and get back, clear out the jungle. And they're really feeling in control of this game. You can see TA really creeping up there in terms of net worth, now surpassing the Lifestealer. Overall net worth, still in favor of Empire, but it's creeping towards that even line. I mean, when are Empire really going to be able to get mobile and start going on the offensive and looking for picks of their own?
I feel like they can already do that. It's just they keep getting caught off guard. And they're already like, they've already lost a person somewhere across the map and they're just not ready for the next objective. Like right now, you see them smoked up, Nakes is infested inside the slaughter, they're ready to go. They want to take fights before Roshan spawns. They don't know exactly when it's up because they can't place a trap in there like TA can. So they feel like they need to play aggressive to take control of that part of the map so they can kind of prevent TA from taking Roshan again. Which is good. And they might find him here now, actually.
Yep, they do see TA, but gonna be blinking away. That's a busted Infest bomb. They will still find the Batrider, who just kind of chunks down, and now Koikfa standing in the fire a little bit too long as Era wants to show off that brand new BKB, is gonna get amp damage, and now it seems like TA versus the world here, as the Radiant are kind of segregated behind this tier 2 tower. Dire, they're just clumping up, and they're looking for more. There's just going to be TPs out from the Earthshaker and nothing real fruitful off that gank. Roshan still a minute till it spawns, so they can't quite find that. That's, I mean, I guess they got something. Batrider is better than nothing.
Yeah, it could have been so much worse if they, if TA didn't blink out in time there.
Yep, Radiant Courier goes down as well, so. Yep, Dire slowly but surely making the moves. I just hope that they can actually turn that into Roshan control or a tower push, because it seems like, you know, they're taking those steps forward, but Ninjas and Pajamas just keep walking right past them.
Yep, Infest gank again.
All right, they've got the Rubik as well, and now there is going to be the follow-up from Era, who's doing some serious work with those side blades, and there we go. That's the power of the Earthshaker, and Batrider seeks his revenge as well. There is going to be the glimpse back. They want to go for Chappie. The Poshka are going to try to zone everyone else out. Chappie lives with some pretty clutch armlet toggles. He's still crawling his way up onto the hill. They are going to be able to shrine him up. And now Roshan going to be respawning any second now, and this is where it's going to get heated. Rubik down, Slardar down. Who's got more resources to invest into this fight?
But it's tough because they need the lasso to take these fights convincingly. And it's on cooldown now for 45 seconds. They don't know, but NiP are aware the Roshan spawn thanks to the Psionic Trap. Empire still don't know that it's up yet. They know it can be up, but they're not completely sure.
I'll take that as tribute.
Yeah, short of...
It's a very tense game. Both teams really playing around this Roshan.
I'm going to rotate the Slardar back in, so it looks like they are more than ready to get this fight going, but big 5-man smoke gank up from the Radiant. They're no slackers as well. This is big. No Echo Slam and no Lasso for this fight here, and this is where the fight's going to be going on. We got this high ground going forward. FN solo and does go down. They do have to trade for the Batrider, though, so even more time without a Lasso in these fights. Koikfa getting played with, glimpsed around here, going to be able to get off an Omni Slash and kill off the Disruptor. That's going to be huge, but they are still able to turn that and get a kill onto the Jug. Hani with the clip will find another kill, but Chappie just going to town, eating up Insania. One more hit is going to be that. And all right. Everyone just kind of picking a partner and squaring off into a duel. And this is going to be a lot of blood. There's a 3 for 3 there, and I mean, Roche is still up, but no one's got the heroes they need to get through it. Era going to pop the BKB just to make sure he gets away from Chappie there.
Yep, TA's clicking Nakes, but Nakes isn't really feeling the pain here. He's got his evasion talent, 28 armor up, and he's got 2500 HP with his armlet on.
Wow, that is a lot of armor.
Yeah, he's getting into that territory where TA is going to have a really hard time dealing any damage to him.
Our spiritual
I mean,
gem.
that was like That fight started the best way NiP could have hoped to. You know, they instantly killed the Invoker before he got any spells off.
Yeah.
Quakeva got his Omni Slash off before he went down in the fight too. It's just Lifestealer, very strong.
He really is. I mean, we've seen it before when Lifestealer was paired with the Storm Spirit, and that was just an unstoppable duo. And they're not going to go that route here, but it seems like Chappie can still definitely hold up his end of the deal, having a super fantastic Lifestealer. Third on the net worth chart, pretty much matched up with that TA. Invoker, again, top net worth, no surprise. He's just been playing this phenomenally, and it looks like Empire want to start teasing out a Roche initiation. Although the rest of the Radiant are still back up. There's only lacking the Omni Slash in terms of ults, and that's back up in like 3 seconds. So it's going to be another full initiation. No one else farming any resources on the map right now. It's all concentrated around this mid.
Yeah, both teams know how important this Aegis is for either of them.
FN taking the long route around, just, you know, clearing out the jungle. Maybe poking at some creeps, giving a little bit of rest to this Roche fight. And now Radiant ping that out so they know that there's a couple of heroes in the top lane, and maybe now it's their time to try for the Roche. No, it's just so tense.
This fight's definitely going to come down to whoever gets the initiation first. A good Shaker initiation could definitely win the fight for NiP, and also
Man.
a good Nakes bomb.
TA, what are you doing, girl? You don't have vision there. She's just trying to push out lanes, I guess, while Roche is being contested, but
Yeah, it's very good.
a little wild.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Radiant really getting ready for this. Dire the same. I mean, this game now just revolves around this Roshan. Everyone trying to clear out like jungle camps nearby, but no one going too far from this point. They know they have to be able to mobilize as 5 immediately when they get that sense that Roche is being taken. And we're having another pause. So he says he needs a minute. I think we all need a minute here. Game 4, things are getting tense. NiP just 1 win away from taking this whole Betway show match.
Whew, thank God the admins will let us slide.
Yeah, dude, these strict admins, man. Sunspan with the frickin' horse. Oh. So, I mean, who's looking better here? Is it really 100% down to the Roche, or is there better scaling on one team? Like, what happens if this Roche goes either way?
Empire definitely have better scaling. Invoker's level 25. He, like, transforms into, like, a hero from a different game. He's ridiculously strong at that level. Lifestealer, same thing when he gets 25 and he gets that 15 armor against heroes like TA, who are, you know, TA wants to burst heroes. She doesn't want a long sustained fight. When she can't do that, she loses a lot of power. Her BKB charges go down, her fraction charges get burned down, and she just dies.
Hopefully an Aegis can solve some of her problems, as, again, that's going to be the forefront of NiP's mind. But starting to spread out a little bit, starting to be able to take those camps and, you know, be able to flank back towards the Roche pit at a pin's drop, but...
You have Era up top, though. They see him coming into the lane, so they have some information about this.
Yep. Again, gonna be blinking out just in time. They are able to go and get that glimpse back, but nope. That is a straight BKB nope. And they are able to go. They catch one. It's not the most high-value target in the world, but they'll certainly take it. Now, Ghostic, again, trying to charge after this TA. He's just searching for something, but TA seems to be 1 step ahead of him, just playing those mind games right along with him.
Yep, meanwhile, FN is pressuring the bottom lane. This tower is going to take a lot of damage right now.
Yeah, very similar to what we saw with that Meepo of, you know, NiP feeling good, and then just one lane of racks.
Just forcing the Roshan.
I mean, Era takes it so quickly, but it's real dangerous. Chappie, Infest on cooldown for 2 more seconds, gonna hop right back into his buddy, and well, this is it. They're gonna go. They get the crush on the Batrider. They blow him up at just a second's notice, and now Chappie, hot on the heels of our TA. Quakeva waiting on the high ground.
This is the Roshan donation.
I mean, looks like they're going to be trying to go in for this. Unfortunately, Quakeva just a little too YOLO is going to be able to walk himself out of the Static Storm, tries to go in for the Omni Slash, but when that's all done, it looks like that's just about it for him. Earthshaker jumps in as well, and then Arrow follows up. It's just 1 by 1. Kills trickling in. It's a full team wipe, a triple kill for Chappie, and a free Roche as well. It seems like NiP just had no communication on how they wanted that fight to go.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge mistake committing to the Roche when Invoker's already on your bottom lane. He just blinked in, killed Rubik, forced a Shaker TP.
Down bottom, the tier 3 tower already gone as well. This is just Empire being handed a lead in this game. So they, you can see the net worth chart just kind of drops off a cliff right there after that fight. And it's looking a little easier for Dire to definitely slide in there, take some more structures, and keep breaking that high ground.
Yeah, now they're feeling real good right now.
Yeah, I think that was the bump that they needed. Invoker and Lifestealer now handily at the top of the net worth chart, and their next items are going to be coming out soon. Invoker with that full Shiva's Guard now. He's feeling very, very good. Man, what happened with that fight? Like, you definitely have a lot more experience talking to your teammates about calls and fights and planning. Like, what was the miscommunication there?
Well, they wanted to force Roche because TA thought it'd be a good idea.
Ooh,
Oh,
hold that
meanwhile,
thought
Chappie-
there as Chappie is just manning up here against Koikva. They're going to be taking him down to half health through the spin. Now Trixie just forced down to the low ground, trying to flat back up, but this Cold Snap doing so much work. And FN scores another one. While Koikva is able to get a kill onto Ghostic, he's going to have to pay with his life, and they do clip that Deafening Blast onto the Rubik as well. This is looking good right now as Hani now going to be going down. It's only Era who survives, and Chappie not even tickled by the right clicks of Era. They're going to take a full lane of Rax here, and NiP suddenly, you know, just a very quick fight. It feels like they've got nothing going for them. Looking at the net worth chart, it's just kind of a slow decline and then plop.
Yeah, they just can't win the fights anymore. Lifestealer is so tanky right now.
Look at this. TA's still alive and well, and he feels no shame about going up and trying to burn that Aegis.
Yeah, the thing at Roche, and that happens a lot when there's not really a decisive call being made. Like, TA is like, oh, I can do Roche, and then Invoker is casually pushing the bottom lane. And Rubik, you know, tries his best to defend, but, you know, as soon as Invoker saw that they were committed to Roche, he just blinked in, killed Invoker in the base, forced a Shaker TP, and now all of a sudden his team's taking this fight, you know, 3v4.
Yeah, that was...
And it's like, none of these heroes actually threaten Invoker. Even if the Shaker completed his TP, like, he can't do anything to Invoker, you know? It's kind of just there to watch him.
Yeah, momentum now takes probably some of a very, very big swing. Is there any way Ninjas in Pajamas can get this back in their grasp, or do they just kind of have to close their eyes and pray the game doesn't end in the next 8 minutes and try again for Roche?
I mean, they still have tools that can help them win the game right now. They have the Batrider, Lasso, can get some key picks on these core heroes. There's also the Earthshaker, you know, combo. Anything can happen when you're pushing high ground, especially when you have to push into, you know, your tier 4 towers and Batrider grabs you and pulls you back in. It's very hard to deal with sometimes.
Up for 2 minutes, and the last tier 3 tower being taken. There's a nice lasso onto the Slardar. They isolate him from his team. They get the lift up, but now Chappie's going in. Slardar does go down, but Chappie still going to work, just easily eats up that Earthshaker, and looks like there's going to be mega creeps. Mott is like wiggling in his chair over there. He can't contain his excitement. He's just begging for it. There we go. Chappie gets the mega creeps, and looks like we are potentially coming close to a GG here, as it's just looking real easy for the Dire. Omnislash bumping around, Maposhka eating most of it. Now it hops to King R, and they are able to get that kill. Chappie gets low. Aegis is very close to expiring. He's got to play this right. We got, you know, less than 30 seconds on that thing. Looks like Chappie might not get to use it after all. This is just blood and carnage coming out as the mega creeps starting to roll in. GG called out. We are going to a game number 5 here at the Betway Arena show match. It is getting hype here at Moonduck Studios. My goodness. Brax,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts about how that game just suddenly fell off a cliff?
I think Empire definitely have a bit of a draft win here. Not even, like, disregard the Shaker. I mean, I know I said some bad shit about Shaker earlier and everything, but they don't have any way to survive the Nakes bomb. And that's usually what he plays off of. If he has difficulty killing the target, he goes on right away. That's when you feel like the hero isn't as strong as it should be and not worthy of, like, the first or second pick. But when he can just, you know, hop on the starter, that starter was 4th pick. You never see this combo. Starter Nakes, that's always banned, pretty much. And for that reason, I mean, he kills people in 2 hits at the mid-game.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's kind of hard to see how quickly, just a Roche can change games. It's undervalued in mid-tier pubs, but wow, that was crazy. So let's kick it back to our panel for a little more breakdown.